Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is my first race recap of the 2025 season, Valley of the Sun in Phoenix, Arizona. I went February 14th through the 16th. It was a bunch of fun. I just want to say real quick, sorry that I haven't posted in a while. Life's been busy. I've been trying to get videos out, but you know, this is just a hobby to me. This isn't anything, like, I'm not making money off of this. So that's my explanation for being gone. Without further ado, I'm just going to get in the race recap. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going over Voss. Today is the TT. Right now we're just getting ready to go for a little active recovery spin, get the legs spun out. So I'll go over my race, how everything goes. Maddox is here with me, so kind of tell you what the race is going to be like. So yeah, let's get it. Okay, let's get this started. So day one, time trial. Real quick, as you can see, I have a webcam now. And I know how to screen record now. I figured out how to use OBS. So let me know how it looks in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get into the time trial. So goals going into it, under 22 minutes, 330 watts average. As you can see, 24 minutes, 300 watts average. So a little under my goals, a lot under my goals, let's be honest. But for my first road bike time trial, I'm happy with it. It was the best performance I could have done on the day. My heart rate was pinned the entire time. And yeah, that's the overview. Let's just get into the analysis of it. So going out first mile, let's say like a minute and a half, I averaged 43 miles an hour. So fast on the way out. Granted, I did go a little hard. I averaged my goal power, which is 330. And then I instantly realized that I was not going to be able to hold that. So dropped it down to my normal TT, or not my normal, my power from last year on my TT bike, average about 300. And speed slowly dropped as I kind of went up the climb. Can't really call it a climb because I only gained like 30 feet, but it technically is a climb. Went to the turn pretty slow around the way up the little L here, I guess down the little L here, and then turned around, and then I ended up getting caught right around here by my 32nd man, Hot Tubes guy, super strong. He was really cool getting to race with, national level guys like that. Best in the country, and then got into the headwind. And the headwind here, like I said, actually I don't know if I said it before, I've done this like 15 times, this clip, so I'm a little cooked, but 16 miles an hour for the wind, and gusts were like 30 on the day. So this final like five minutes were just really hard because it was straight headwind. And you can see the speed reflects that. We were only averaging, 19.6 with over 300 watts average power. So the last, mile, 2 miles definitely cooked me a little bit. But I ended up finishing, I believe, 65th out of over 100 starters. So not terrible, but definitely not my best performance, like I said. And I have a little clip of me finishing. I'll pop that up now. As you can see, my position at the end was pretty terrible. Just because, I'd been doing a TT for 20 minutes at that point on my road bike, and I was eating my stem for those 20 minutes, so my back was screaming at me. And yeah, that's about the time. That's the time trial. I don't really have much else to say about this. I'm going to go on to the road race. I have a rider interview with me and Maddox. I think that'll be really entertaining, so yeah, let's go to that.
Alright, so we're on our recovery ride. Do a little rider interview. We got Maddox Simmons here. So, what are you most excited for Voss?
I'm most excited for the crit. I think it's going to be fast, and I'm good at crit, so yeah.
Yes, sir. So what are your goals for the season?
My goals for the season are Belgium. We'll go to Belgium in July. Get some good results in Belgium, and before that, Nationals.
Yes, sir.
Do good in the sprint.
Yeah.
And that's my goals for the season.
All right. And what type of rider are you?
I would like to say I'm a sprinter, and yeah, just kind of more of a puncher.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at that. Pretty good at like 1 minute, like 30 seconds a minute.
All right.
All right, Colton. So, what are your goals for this 2025 season?
Yeah, so my biggest goal is to get under 20 minutes for the time trial. I'm a big time trialist, so I want to do good in that. I want to do good at Nats. I got dropped last year a lot, so I want to finish it this year. And then another big one one is I want to work for myself more, get more points, hopefully get to Cat 2. But yeah, just race hard.
And for your time trial goal, is that for the 10 mile to get under 20 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And is that on a road bike or a time trial bike?
Time trial bike. Road bike, I don't do road bike time trials very often, so I kind of just focus on the TT bike.
All right, sounds good. And what do you consider yourself as a discipline? Like, what type of discipline rider are you? Are you a time trialist, a sprinter?
I'm a time trialist. I consider myself a time trialist. My sprint sucks, but I'm good at like 20-minute efforts, like 5 to 20-minute efforts. So that's my type of rider style. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, hey guys, day 2 road race. Maddox, how you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah.
Not too bad yesterday.
Yeah. TT, I mean, didn't go great, but didn't go horrible either. So right now we're gonna get ready, go practice, grabbing some bottles, and then we're gonna eat breakfast, and then get ready and go. So. Okay, so road race. Now, real quick, I'm not gonna do a full analysis on this page because it would be really boring. Let's just be honest. I did it with my team camp with like most of the days, and it was like super boring when I watched it back. So I'm trying to make it a little more entertaining for you guys. I'll go over like the basics here, and then I'll just have some B-roll playing of other races later in the week. So as you can see, 78 miles. We did 5 laps of this course, and this course had a 400-foot climb on it. So not a super hard climb. It wasn't very steep. It got steeper near the top, actually like middle, and then it kind of flattened out a little bit. But since, it was a national race, absolutely stacked field, we went balls to the wall up it. I'm just being honest. We went so hard up it every lap. And that made for a really, really hard race for me. I kind of just sat in for the first, I would say, probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just sat in up the first climb, and each lap was 16 miles. I didn't specify that. Each lap was 16 miles. So went around the first climb, and then second lap, I decided I wanted to start moving up a little bit just to be in a little better position because there was already a crash right behind me, like 5 minutes before I decided to start moving my way up. So started to make my way up on the highway here, and there's a little rumble strip in the middle of the shoulder in the road. Obviously that's like state law, I'm pretty sure, but that rumble strip made for a really sketchy spot in the peloton. So I was behind some of the guys that were in that little rumble strip, and a few of them crashed because the rumble strip is like, makes it messes your tires up. So that was a little sketchy. I ended up moving up, and then going around the third corner here, up into the climb, I was first wheel. I don't know how that happened because I was just moving up slowly, and then boom, I was first wheel. And right behind me was the entire Hot Tubes train, I think one Cannibal Victorious guy, and then EF guys. So obviously the best guys in the race. They were controlling, and I was up there, not where I was supposed to be, and I was just trying to keep it relatively, I have the power data here, I was just trying to keep it relatively stable so that I know that if I would have just let off, then they would have attacked, and then I would have been gone. So I was, I did 340 watts for this little bit, and then like halfway through the climb, one of the Hot Tubes guys came up next to me, we glanced at each other, and then he just attacked. And I was already doing like 400 watts at that point, and I was cooked. I didn't have anything left. And I went from first wheel to off the back by the end of the climb. And that led into a 5-mile chase. I would say at least 5 miles. All the way down the descent up into right around here. I was actually right around here in the race before I finally caught back onto the peloton. And that was a brutal effort. It didn't really, looking back at the power data, the power wasn't that high, but I was already cooked from that big effort, and that I needed to stay on the power, so I I was in the cave for sure. And caught back on, tried to catch my breath, get some carbs in, and Maddox and I were talking, and I was like, yeah, I don't have it. I'm pretty cooked already. So we decided that before I was going to work for him if we were in the right position, but we decided that it was all Maddox's race, and I was just going to try to sit in and do what I could. So we came into the third lap, and same thing, just super high power all the way up the climb, and I got dropped again because I just couldn't hold the power. I just wasn't strong enough, which, national level race, I've only been racing for not even a year yet. I've only been training for like a year and a half, so I don't have that type of power yet. I ended up getting dropped again, and unfortunately, the feed zone is right around the top of the climb, and Maddox got chopped in the feed zone and crashed. So we weren't going fast. He didn't get injured, but he did crash. So he was off the back with me. He was up the road probably 100 meters with a group, and then I was back by myself. And so we were both just going full TT mode, trying to catch back on. And by this point, the Peloton was going full gas, and there was no chance of us catching back on. So we ended up just settling in with the group for the last two climbs, and then I ended up finishing 85th out of 95. So not a good race. I didn't have it. I wasn't strong enough on the day, but I did try my best, and I would say I'm happy with the performance, but I can't really say I am, just because I know I could have finished that race with the Peloton, but I just, I didn't have it on that day. So overall, that was the road race. You can see I averaged 182 watts, normalized 225, and it definitely felt more on the 225 side of things. It was very hard. I cramped on the final climb and ended up just rolling in across the line. But we got it done, and we got across the finish line in time to go on to the crit, because if we finished too late or we didn't finish at all, we wouldn't be able to do the crit. So we didn't really have a choice if we wanted to race the next day, and we flew all the way across the country to race. So we're going to race. I'm going to quit yapping on about the road race, and I'll move on to the crit, because the crit, I actually had a GoPro strapped to my helmet. First time I've ever done that in a race. So I can kind of go through my tactics, which I won't go too deep into that because I didn't really have many tactics for the crit. But it's kind of cool to see in a race setting what a crit looks like at this level. So yeah, that was the road race. Let's move on to the crit.
All right, good morning, guys. Day 3 of Voss, got the crit going. So for today, really just planning on sitting in, watching moves, not really getting to the front until near the end of the race. Hopefully getting like a late race break. Feeling good. Road race didn't go great, but we move on, we move forward. So yeah, I'm gonna be recording it on my helmet, so I'll kind of go over my strategy and stuff. So yeah, let's get it. All right, we got a little pre-race interview. Maddox, how we feeling?
Feel good. After yesterday, I kind of wanted to refinish after crashing in the feed zone.
Yeah, we both didn't do great in the road race, but we're gonna move on to the crit. Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, so this is the start of the crit. As you can see, my positioning wasn't great. I lined up way too late, not gonna lie, because everyone sprinted off the line to get into position, and I didn't really prepare for that. I end up being able to move up a little bit here, just on the outside, because some of the race leaders had to move up to the front for call-ups. So at the start of this, I was insanely nervous because this is, like I said, a national level race. This is honestly more stacked than nationals, so I was really just trying to, in my head, I was trying to just sit in, but as you'll be able to see here, it was more of a survival thing than me sitting in voluntarily. Now this race started off with around 110 riders, I believe, so absolutely massive field. And I was used to massive fields because Toad was this big every day. And that wasn't the scary part. It was just how stacked the field was. I mean, everyone in this race has been racing for a very long time. Most of the people in this race have been racing for a very long time. As you'll be able to see, it shows here with how fast they get off the line. I mean, we were shot out of a cannon, absolutely full gas from the start. Okay, this is the start. So, missed my clip in, not great. And as you can see, just straight to the back. Now, this was first race of the season, so I'm going to be a little sketchy. Not sketchy, I'm going to be a little scared around people. And it showed here because I wasn't getting close to people. I wasn't comfortable sitting in the draft close to people's wheels. And going into this first corner here, Kelly Benefits guy slides in, and I ended up hitting my leg on that cone on the inside. So that definitely put me off a little bit. And as you can see, just I'm not sitting in where I need to be. It's really hard to watch this back because of how fast I just absolutely get blown out the back here. I'm going to skip forward just a little bit here because it's really all the same. Here's Maddox. And after this race, he said he was trying to help me move up through the field, but I was just dead from the start. I don't know. I had no pop, and I don't know. It was a bad race. I'm not going to lie. As you can see, this is really hard to watch. I watch so many crit videos online about people racing, and I'm just, off the back, breathing through my eyeballs here. And I was hoping that this race would be a little bit more entertaining, or at least last a little longer for you guys. But, it didn't. I don't think this was a great race to start with for the season. Now, right here, I'm moving up a little bit. Maddox is kind of helping me move up a little bit. And then I'm taking the corners so wide for no reason. And you see I'm not very close to the guy in front of me. I'm getting out of the draft here. So this is a very good learning experience because, boom, out of the draft, someone took my spot. At this level of racing, if you don't take a spot that you want, someone else will take it. So just in the wind, just dumping watts. As you can see on the right, guys getting shed, which I am too, but not as fast. Another good example about 2 minutes later is it doing like 600 watts to make up this gap that's forming at the back here. And a big problem that I had in this race was just I would let up. Like you can see I'm soft pedaling here when I could have just kept going a little bit, like 200 watts, and then cut up through the inside there, and then I would have made up 5-6 wheels. Easy. But that's all part of racing, all part of racing experience. I'm new to racing. This is the start of my second season. So, I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. By this point, it's really just a fight to stay in the wheels, not even make up positions, just stay in the back. And the line choice here is just really appalling. I can't lie. I love that I have the GoPro on now, though, because I can look at my race footage and figure out where I went wrong and help hopefully my racing will improve by watching this. So again, skipping forward a few minutes, I'm still hanging on for dear life, and big gaps are forming. To be honest, this race was really fast. The front group averaged over 29.5 miles an hour, so it wasn't an easy race to stay in, even if I would have taken good lines. But since I was having trouble cornering and being comfortable around people, it made it worse. As you can see, trying to move up instead of just sitting in and trying to recover a little bit. And, oh man, this is hard to watch because I know what to do. Like, whenever I'm just sitting in a desk chair, I know what to do. But then, when I'm actually on two wheels, it just all kind of goes out the window, it seems. And this all just kind of continues until Right. Oh, one more lap. Right. Oh, 2 more laps. Wow. Made it farther than I thought. 3 more laps. Okay, yeah. Here it is. So, I couldn't hold on any longer. This is my final effort to try to get on. And by this point, I knew that I was dropped, but I wanted to keep trying. So I'm doing 400 watts here, trying to maybe make up some ground, see what I can do. But I'll skip forward a little bit more. You can see Peloton's already gone. And I just kind of throw in the towel here because I know my race is over. And I kind of just keep soft pedaling around until I get pulled about a lap later. So I end up making it, I want to say 20 minutes into the race. It was a 40-minute race. It was full gas from the start, but I don't think that made much of a difference for me. I think I would have gotten popped anyway. I was super dead from the start. I had no pop in my legs. And I think I take my GoPro off here. Yeah, I take my GoPro off here. I knew this was going to be part of the video. Yeah, I'm kind of upset with myself. Oh, there you go, 19 minutes into the race. And that was the race for me. So, again, tried my best. I didn't end up working out. I'm super glad that I had the experience and that I got to go race the nation's best juniors. Maddox got 8th in the field sprint, which he would have gotten 5th or 6th. He was coming up on Enzo Hincapie and one other guy's wheel, and he almost passed him at the line, but he just couldn't get around him. So, hats off to him. He's an insane sprinter. I'm really excited to see where he goes this year. But for me, I did my best. It didn't pan out, but sometimes that's just how racing goes. So real quick, I just want to go over kind of why I'm doing this channel and why I decided to start posting on social media in general. So I've never been a super social person. Anyone that I'm friends with or is my family will back that up. And I'm really trying to, open my shell up a little bit and trying to get more comfortable with sharing my interests with people. And I want to kind of bring light to what racing is like as a junior, as a new junior, in the world of cycling, in my training, and the research that I do and all that stuff, because I find it extremely interesting and I'm super passionate about it, and I want to bring it to you guys. So let me know what you guys think of the videos. I'm going to keep doing them. Like I said at the start of this video, it's kind of hard to upload consistently. I'm trying to fix it, maybe do once a week, but I'm super busy with school and training and everything like that. And this is a hobby for me. It's an interest, but it's not a priority for me. So I just wanted to say that real quick. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Or don't. I don't really care. I just like saying it. But I hope you guys have a good night or day. I don't know what time zone you're in. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.